The things that are common for you, the things that are just normal, everyday things that you do, aren't common for most people. What's up, guys? This is Philip Sessions, owner and founder and CEO of Refined VA, where we help busy dadpreneurs find virtual assistants so they can buy back their time and focus on the things that they want to focus on. So I got reminded the other day when I was doing some physical therapy at Limitless Wellness and Therapy, and I was having a conversation. It was the therapist that I've been having was out on paternity leave, so I was having to work with a new one, and so of course he was asking lots of questions, and I guess he had gotten some information about me, but it was looking up more things about me and just couldn't believe all the things that I was doing. So if you don't know, do quite a few things. So I have the virtual assistant agency. I've got this podcast, which I do the YouTube channel as well. So not sure where you're listening at right now, but you may be on one or the other. I've also written a book. I've got the family, the two girls. I work as a project manager at BMW Manufacturing, so on and so forth. There's been many things that I've done and accomplished, and I continue to do today that just are normal for me. But having a team, having the podcast, having written a book are some things that most people don't do, but for me has become a normal everyday thing. And I was really reminded of that as I was talking with this guy and having this conversation. And so for you, think about for you, there's a lot of things that you're really doing that aren't actually normal. They're not ordinary things that most people do. Yet as high achievers, as dads, we don't realize that that's not a normal thing. You're probably like me, where if you have to take your kids at all by yourself, especially when they're younger or when they were younger for you, and you take them out anywhere, and this always aggravates my wife. And I mean, it makes me feel good, but at the same time, I get why she's aggravated by it, because when I take my two girls out anywhere, it doesn't matter, a store, restaurant, just a church, she's busy, whatever, everybody gives me compliments. Oh, that's so great. You're such a great dad. And yes, it makes me feel good, but at the same time, for me, that's the expectation. It doesn't matter if Brooke's there or not. Of course, I want my wife to be there, but if she's not there, I'm still doing it anyways. These are things that have to get done. And most people don't see that, especially in this situation with the dad and kids. You don't typically see the dad and kids out by themselves, but the mom and the kids, that's expected. No big deal. And unfortunately, in society, we have that double standard there. But in our lives, I use that as an example, in our lives, as we're executing in business, we have a podcast, we've written books, we've done all these great achievements. Once we've achieved them, we don't think of them as such a great achievement anymore. It feels like normalcy for us. Much like I'm driving a BMW X5 right now, an amazing vehicle, a beautiful vehicle, a very expensive vehicle for me. And as I drive it more and more, I start to think of it as a normal vehicle. I start to, in my mind, almost say, get annoyed at the little thing that's not working right, which any vehicle would do that, but it's this stupid BMW. And I start treating it like it's not that great of a vehicle, even though it is. And so I want to just remind you today that there are so many things that you probably take for granted. Your wife being one of those, your kids possibly being one of those, the house that you live in. There's so many things that you have now that you prayed for, you worked for, to achieve, to get, to have. And yet now you look at them as if they're second class, as if they're just something that everybody has, when really not everybody has that. So this is just a reminder for you today to think about your situation right now. Reflect on your situation and have gratitude for the things you have. Of course, you're a high achiever. You want more. You're a dad. You want everything for your wife and kids. But don't take for granted the things that you have right now, because those things at one point were things that you prayed for, things that you thought, if I could only get here, if I could only have that, life would be so much better. And now you have it and you're getting ready to squander it. Don't squander those things that you have. You prayed for them at one point. Reflect on that. Be grateful for that. And if this message resonated with you at all, if you know somebody that needs to hear this, please share that with them. I truly believe the more we're in gratitude, the more that we are thankful for our situations, happier we are in life. So share this with a friend that needs to hear this today, especially if he's a dad.